Good afternoon, kids. I'm Priya, your social ma'am. Today we are going to continue lesson 10, the coming of the Europeans. In this class, we are going to learn about three things. The first one, method of expansion. The second one, the revolt of 1857. And third, the rise of nationalism. Method of expansion. Already we know very well about the British people, how they start company in India and how they coming to India for trading, isn't it? Okay. So the British used the method of war to bring more territories under their control. But they did not satisfied on wars. So what happened? They used other policies to expand their authority. These policies were the subsidiary alliance and the doctrine of lapse. What is now we are going to see about these two policies. First one is subsidiary alliance. This policy is introduced by Lord Wesley. Do you know who is Lord Wesley? He is a Governor General. Who appoint Lord Wesley? The East India Company appoint Lord Wesley as the Governor General to India in 1798 to 1805. According to this subsidiary alliance, the Indian rulers had to give up their native armies and maintain British army in their state. In return, the British would offer protection to the Indian rulers from any external attack. And the next policy is doctrine of lapse. The doctrine of lapse was introduced by Lord Dalhousie. He was the Governor General of India from 1848 to 1856. According to his policy, if any Indian ruler died without a natural born heir, the state would come under the control of the British. Even adopted sons were not recognized as heirs by this policy. These two policies are very unsatisfied to the Indian rulers. So what happened? A revolt rise in our country of 1857. The Indian rulers, peasants. Who is peasants? Do you know meaning of peasant, children? Yes, farmers. Okay, very good. Peasant means farmers, the poor farmers. In India, the Indian rulers, peasants and soldiers were within the British rule. The peasants had to pay lot of taxes for their productions. The Indian rulers could not rule over their own state. Indian soldiers were not promoted in the army above the rank of a sepoy. Sepoy means a lower rank level. Okay. The Indian soldiers were not promoted to the higher rank. Okay. These factors, along with the many others, lead an outbreak of a revolt in 1957. This revolt came to known as Revolt of 1957 or the Sepoy Mutiny. Do you know why it is called the Sepoy Mutiny? Yes, look at the pictures, children. This is the reason. Okay, now I explain this. The immediate cause of the revolt was the introduction of the Enfield rifle. So, in Enfield, this is the Enfield rifle gun, children. This is the Enfield rifle. The cartridges had to be bitten off before loading them into the rifles. That is, this is called the cartridge. This is called the cartridge. In this cartridge, we have a bullet in the bottom of this cartridge. So what happened? Just the Indian sepoys are bitten the cartridge and they loaded the gunpowder inside the gun and they used as a gun. Okay. So what happened? What is the problem in the cartridge is this cartridge had to be bitten off before loading them into the rifle. It was believed that the cover of these cartridges was greased with the fat of cows and pigs. This offended the religious sentiment of both Hindus and Muslims, because you know very well about the Hindus. Hindus are worshipped the cows, isn't it? And the Muslims are hate the pigs. ஓகே, அவங்களுக்கு எப்படி இருக்குன்னா அருவருப்பானது. பன்றின்றது வந்து முஸ்லீம்ஸ்க்கு அருவருப்பானது. கவுஸ் அப்படிங்கிறது ஹிந்துஸுக்கு கடவுள் மாதிரி. ஓகேயா? ஓகே. ஸோ த இண்டியன் சோல்ஜர்ஸ் ரெஃப்யூஸ் டு யூஸ் திஸ் ரைஃபிள் and revolted. They marched to Delhi and crowned Mughal Emperor Bahadur Shah Jafar as the rightful emperor. Indian rulers such as Rani Lakshmi Bai of Jhansi, Nana Sahib, Tandia Top, Begum Hazarat Mahal and Kanwar Singh joined the revolt. The British were able to suppress the revolt. Bahadur Shah Jafar was exiled to Burma, now we called it Myanmar, where he died. His two sons were killed. The marked the end of the Mughal Emperor. This is the mark of the end of the Mughal Emperor. People and leaders who participated in this revolt were punished. By the end of 1858, the British has managed to bring almost the entire country under their control. So what is the result of the revolt? The revolt of 1857 is significant because of many reasons. After the revolt, the rule of the English East India Company ended. The India came under the direct control of England, that is the Queen of England. At that time, who is the Queen of England? Do you know, children? Yes, Queen Victoria. So the Queen Victoria was declared the Empress of India instead